Hi, everyone. Well, welcome to Management Principles of BMA 200. We're in our week 2 live session. It's November 25th. So let's jump right into things. Here we go. So, how are things going so far? We're at the end of week 2. Hopefully, as you can see, I've updated your grades, so most of you are through your week 2 content. Just a few things left. So how are things going so far? Everyone's been doing pretty well with the Yellow Dig participation. I know I need to improve that myself. Just uploaded another conversation starter today, and actually I'll continue that discussion in our class today. So doing well with that, guys. Keep up the good work. Next to learn it, so everyone's on target for that. Remember, you have chapters 4 and 5 that you want to complete by tomorrow to keep on track. And it looks like everyone is doing pretty well with that. I know with the holiday, it might be tough to get to chapter 5, but make sure you stay on top of that. And then looking to what's next, actually, I'll give you a preview of that at the end of our chat today. And just a reminder that on Sunday, your week 1 assignment is due. So this is where you'll take a look at 2 different managerial positions on the web, whether you go to LinkedIn or Indeed or Monster, Career Builder, whatever job search engine you want to use, or if there's a specific company that you would like to learn more about, go jump on those websites and grab 2 different positions, and then you're going to fill out those different questions that are in the assignment for each job, and then upload those for me to take a look at. And then, like always, I'll take a look at them, grade them for you, and then give you an opportunity to update anything if you want to improve your grade on those. All right, so let's jump right into the discussion. So this week was all about the business environment. You read about the ethical situations, social situations, as well as managing diversity. So I want to take the conversation into, what do you think a successful business environment looks like? Does that mean that it's a really competitive environment where everyone is kind of on their own, or is it a more collaborative environment where everyone works together on a team? What do you think? So let's just take a moment to think about that. And you might be wondering, why do I have that turkey on here? Well, I think the topic for today really was lined up well. That, having Thanksgiving 2 days ago now, on Thursday, it gets us thinking about gratitude, which oddly enough is actually one key component in a successful business environment. So the research from Kim Cameron, he's a professor at the University of Michigan, actually did this research on this, showing that there's at least 3 key components to a successful business environment. 1, gratitude; 2, forgiveness; and 3, compassion. And given that it's Thanksgiving week, let's go ahead and chat about the gratitude one. So think about your own work environments, or even in your own homes, how far gratitude goes. I know, at least for myself, I really like receiving those expressions of appreciation. If I done something well, I would love to hear about it. And that kind of something I alluded to in my Yellow Dig post, was that there was one time where I had I guess my boss's boss, who was my boss at one time of the company, at my current company, told me I did a good job. I can't remember what it was for. I think it was something to do with doing well on a certain property. Anyways, I was having probably was having a really hard day because it made me really emotional. I think I almost started crying just because he expressed appreciation to me. So as you can tell, it's not something that's commonplace in my company, but it's a reminder to me for my own employees that I need to do a way better job of that, of expressing gratitude to them. And as you might have read, or excuse me, there's an example in the link that I left in Yellow Dig. The president I think it's the CEO of LG in Japan. He made it a practice of writing 5 thank you notes to people in the company every day. And he said he attributed a lot of their success to that practice. And what it did for him was actually opened his eyes and he looked for things that he wouldn't have otherwise seen. So creating that environment of gratitude definitely will open up our eyes to look for the good in others instead of for the bad. And I can tell you just from my own experience, that makes life way more enjoyable when we look for the good. So what am I grateful for? I am grateful for, I'm grateful for my family. So here's my sweet wife, Abby, our oldest son, Joseph, and John and Gracie. I don't know if you can see that. Grab an arrow here. As you can imagine, this is my wife, Abby, my son, Joseph, John, and then Grace. So my wife, Abby, is this amazing woman. She gets me like nobody else does, and I'm grateful for that. And that she'll bring that to my attention. She'll put me in my place, or she'll be direct with me, and it gives me the opportunity to grow and change. My oldest son, Joseph, I'm going to get emotional here. As you can see, Joseph is a really special kid. He has severe autism, and he is a joy and a challenge every day. But I'm so grateful for everything that he's taught me. And then there's our oldest son, our second son, John, who really has put on his shoulders being the oldest son, even though he's a middle child, and I'm thankful for all the responsibility he takes on. Next week we're going to talk about entrepreneurship, and he is an epitome of an entrepreneur. I love it because I have that bug myself. And then there's our sweet little girl, Grace. She keeps us on her toes. She's a little wild one, but definitely grateful for my family and everything they've taught me and helped me to become. And I know I need to do a lot better job of expressing my gratitude to them. So in terms of the business environment, that's my challenge to not only myself, but to all of us as we strive to become better managers, to integrate that skill and that attribute of gratitude so that all those around us will have a desire to be more productive and to do their best. So when you point out the best in other people, they're going to rise to that level. All right, so that's the main principle that I had to share today. So the takeaways, just kind of think about what are you grateful for, and take some time to write that down, whether in a journal or in a blog post or whatever it might be. And then think of ways that you can express that gratitude. And then go to Yellow Dig, go ahead and practice that action, and then report back on it, and then we can all share and learn from each other. I know one thing that I've done off and on is have a gratitude journal, but I think I needed to actually go out and express it. So after I hang up here, I'm going to go and tell my wife how thankful I am for her, and I'll report back on how it went. All right, so for next week, we're going to go, I know a lot of you have expressed interest in owning your own business, so we're going to talk about the business model canvas, and coincidentally, one of the topics is entrepreneurship for this coming week, so we'll chat about that as well. So between, look out there. So If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a text, write me an email, post on Yellowdig. Any of those places will work. And then we'll see you guys on the flip side. So, just one quick note. I put 2 different Yellowdig posts. One's for this when I was pretty late, so I asked for your forgiveness on that. Have some compassion. And then one for this coming week. So jump in there. If you have any questions about the LearnEds or about the coming assignment, please let me know. Have a great one, guys, and I'm thankful for you and all your great participation and hard work in this class. Have a great one.